we can just balance those two sides of the brain, the intellect and the spirit, the mind and the heart, then suddenly we're transformed in terms of our perception of ourselves. What you're looking at there is I call it lower vibrational emotional range. It's the range of frequency that resonates the energy within us to fear, to guilt, to resentment, to lack of self-esteem. And the more that we are manipulated to feel those things, and the more we manipulate each other to feel those things, the more what I call that cesspit vibration of low vibrational emotion gets more and more full and more difficult to get through, and therefore out to the multidimensional state that we can get into as we reconnect with the ocean, with the cosmos. This is why when people start on this spiritual journey, the reason that they start to realize when they start to walk the journey that all hell breaks loose in their life, that structures break down in their life, and they think, crikey, if this is spiritual. I remember me, when I started on this route, my life broke down in so many ways. I thought, if this is spirituality, you can stuff it. I don't want to know. Why does this happen to people? Because when you put out your intent, this is what I want to achieve, that intent energy will always draw towards us what we need to achieve that intent. So if we're going to reconnect with the cosmos, then that intent will draw to us the experiences necessary to achieve that. What we need to do to achieve that connection is to clear out that cesspit level of low vibrational emotion. And so we draw into our lives people, experiences, what have you, that make sure that we can no longer do that this has to come out and be processed, and we have to clean out all this emotional debris that's disconnecting us from who we really are. If we're prepared to walk this journey, take a step back and realize that it's actually an experience that is going to set us free rather than a really negative, bad thing that is something to do with the fact that we're not good people. Must have been something terrible in a previous life. I hear that all the time. These challenges are to help set us free by cleaning this out. It's important we understand that. And I find that there are so many people in what's called the New Age who are still operating on a fraction of who they are because they're not prepared to do what is necessary and take the challenges. And we all have this stuff within us to remove and process. When you do, that's when you can start talking about freedom. People talk about a soul. For me, what we call soul, the highest expression of ourselves, is pure love. I don't care who you are, what your background is, what you've done. I don't care if you're Henry Kissinger or George Bush or David Rockefeller or the Queen of England or any of these guys that have been manipulating the world and still are. At that level of yourself, you're pure love. Everyone is. But we can become disconnected from that level and manifest in that disconnection anything but pure love. But that's what we all are, all of us. And when we get disconnected, that's when the problems start, and the imbalances start, and the imbalanced behavior starts.